courses, online learning options, and PT service.
Oh, do boopity da da da. Oh, Ghana. Oh, Nana. Oh, Nana. What's your name? You got me. Ring the bando. Whisper. I put my own gun, yeah. I'm unstoppable. Fuck you and your face. I will lay you out. And on the baby pace, I will flatten you. So I believe Donny is fighting. How old is he? I'm Team Donny. One of the lads off the community is fighting this guy. Remember your man fighting trolls, bro? He had a fight and he was like a ballet dancer. Like, you understand, bro? He was fucking woeful. I mean, you know, bro, when you overextend, like throwing bombs, you know, and if you watch his first fight, bro, you can tell the guy has no technical ability. He's like, Donny used to box, like this lad used to box. And bro, once you know that, once you fucking learn how to fight, or learn how to, you don't forget it. Yeah. So it's like, this geezer is fighting a Scottish lad, and I like the Scottish lad, you know what I mean? His name is Donny. The following is based on official police records. So I know he'll be Paul fighting. No disrespect to the other fella, bro, but he can't fight. Like, his first fight on YouTube, and it was fucking embarrassing, man. Calls the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office seeking aid. Hang on, guys, give me a second. Give me a sec. Like I said, there's a few people on YouTube, bro, that haven't got a clue how to fight, you know. And a couple of years ago, Dougie Joyce, because he had 3D Fight Club, a few people fought on it, and bro, he's got no technical ability. I'd walk in front of him, I'd hold my hands up, I'd let him swing, and I'd go bang up through the middle. You know, I'd anticipate his next move, because he has no boxing IQ. It's like, you don't need to be a tough guy to have a fight. Like, you just need to be able to throw your fucking hands, as you know. And I just seen a video there, Fighting Holds, I call him. Fighting Trolls was his nickname, but he's got no technical ability whatsoever. And if I was his coach, I'd say, mate, here, you've got no boxing brain, no ability. You understand, sometimes if you get punched in the face, your plan goes out the window. But this geezer, he hasn't got the boxing IQ. Like, because you can fight your own fight, or you can fight someone else's fight. Like I said, I'm keeping my hands up, and I'm just going to keep throwing me fucking jab into your face for you to make a mistake. And if I hit you in the face and you drop your hand, I'm coming up the middle. You know, I'm going to anticipate that you're going to swing, and I'm going to come up through the middle. Alright, Tony, you come out here to us. It's okay, man. Hey, you're gonna be okay. Do you have weapons on you? No. Is it okay if I check those? Check. Let's go. Turn around, folks.
No, there's not. No, please don't. No, I'm not putting these on.
Shout out to Donny from Scotland.
Yeah, there we go, man.
Donny will lay him out.
Please don't hurt me. I'm not hurting you, James. I just want to make sure you don't have organizer or anything, right? She's okay. Okay.
How are you, pal? How are you? Hello, Mr. Sheep.
Can I talk to you outside, bro? Yes, you can. You know one thing, though? Yes, sir. This door cannot be locked.
You like that, bro?
Why? Do we need to open it right now? Yes, because the heating stuff doesn't work if it's locked.
Just keep me hand up chin there like that, alright? Boom, boom. Straight, hand, left, up, guard. Close. You hit me, I'm gonna deflect the arm. Me gloves roll, bang. You understand? You throw a left handle, take a side step, you up.
You can talk to me, man.
But I seen a video, Donny from Scotland is fighting Paul, fighting trolls, well, fighting owls. He's got zero boxing ability. Right, now, Donny, I'm surprised Donny's fighting because he had a head injury, you know, and I wouldn't advise people that have head injuries to fight. But if they do, how you Lindsay? If they do fight, I'm looking at, I reckon Donny will win against fighting trolls. Fighting holes. He's zero technical ability. He's no boxing IQ, and he's never fought anyone. You know, whereas Donny boxed as a kid. Once you learn how to box, you don't forget. But I know who I'm backing. I reckon Donny will punch fuck out fighting holes. He's got zero boxing know-how. He's got no ability, no skill set. You know, people haven't seen him fight. You know, whereas see me, a couple of people around here have seen me had a row. You know, it's like, and you know what I'm like? I don't start trouble. If you swing at me, I'll make you pay. You know, or you're going to make me pay. But that's why I've stayed out of all the problems on YouTube. You know, everybody wants to be a tough guy. Listen, you'll get laid the fuck out. You know, I like Donny from Scotland. I've a lot of time for Donny. I remember on the first 3D fight card, he was supposed to fight, but he had a brain injury. And I wouldn't ask anybody to fight who had a head injury, because you're putting your life on the line. Like, if you get hit hard in the head, you know, but that's why you can't be there. When he throws that shot, move, boom, you understand, you have to. You know, as long as you fucking have your defences tooled in, it's like, yeah, you know, boxing, you're supposed to hit and not get hit, right? But if you used to box compared to somebody that didn't, I'm aiming for your face, you know. But like I said, I'm 51. Fighting's for young men, you know. Listen, I'll tell you, Lindsay, I've a lot of time for Donny. You know, he's a good lad, and he used to box years ago. Donny will punch fuck out of him. You seen the first fight he had on 3D Fight Club? It was embarrassing. Fucking embarrassing. And now what? We can all scream, can't we? Listen, you've never put it on anybody, and when you tried to put it on somebody, you did a chicken dance. You know, fucking embarrassing. The first 2 minutes you were gassed. You know, you couldn't breathe. You understand? You've got no boxing ability. Whereas Donny from Scotland used to fucking box. And you don't forget it. And if I was a betting man, I'd pick Donny. Fighting Holes, I christened him that name. I told him I'd go and plant him in the sea in Colwyn Bay. Do you understand? He didn't say shit to me. But see, Donny will punch fuck out of him, just jab him in the head. But on the very first 3D fight club, the one where a certain person got punched in the back of the head by Liam Ditchy, and I don't like that. Liam Ditchy hit a guy in the back of the fucking head when he wasn't lucky. I wasn't looking. Only a coward does that. You know, if you're gonna fight a man, make sure he's looking at you. You know, punch, anybody can cheap shot you. Listen, yeah, I'll donkey punch it in the back of the fucking head. But you're supposed to hit people in the face, not in the head. You know. But neither of them have any boxing ability, credibility. You know, none of them. There's a few people on YouTube that I've seen have a row. And I'll be honest with you, if I was in a fucking fight, some of these I wouldn't like them stood beside me. You know, because I know they'd run. Right? Now, if I was having a fight with two people, I'd have somebody in my corner that wouldn't run. Be me brother, who can fight. He did Muay Thai year. Bro, how long did you do Thai boxing for?
About 5 years or something.
About 5 years he did it for. Like I said, it is what it is. I like embarrassing people. And the best way to shut somebody up is by beating their ass in front of people. Now look, I've just whooped your ass, you're on the ground. Look at, I'm even videoing you, look at, you're slip. Alex Pereira. Guys, give me a second. How are you, Francie? Like, don't call people out. I'll tell you what, listen. I know Johnny from Scotland, and he's a good lad. And he can box. Whereas Fighting Holds has no boxing brain at all. You know. 8 more subs, guys. If you're not sub to Francie's channel, can you do it? He's 8 subs away from 50, and then he can do his own lives. Fran, make a few fucking shorts. You know, it doesn't matter what it is, just make a few. And that's how you hit targets and shit like that. But I seen a video this morning with Fighting Holds. Well, you know him as Fighting Trolls. I call him Fighting Holds. He got his ass beat. It's like, you know something, that was embarrassing. You know, you don't, like I said, at the end of the day, you don't step in the ring unless you know you can have a go. You know, because otherwise you're going to get found out. You know. But I like Donny, so I hope Donny wins. Donny will win, because this guy can't fight. I don't know, mate, but I seen a video this morning, and he cannot fight. You know, it's embarrassing, it is. You know, he's probably as good at fighting as I am at fishing. Right? Because I'm not English or Welsh, I'm Irish. And when you grow up, you end up getting your face punched in. You learn how to defend yourself. You know. And you have to have people there that can say, well, see him, I've seen him have a go. And bro, I'd leave it, because he'll fucking hurt you. But it's like, I'm 52 this year. I'm a father, I'm a grandfather. Fighting is for a young man's game. It's a young man's game. My brother will tell you the way I am. You know, he's right over there. He can speak for me. Brother, would you say I can have a go? Even at 51? But I stay out of it, in all fairness, because it's not worth it for me. You know, it's one thing making content and not making money on YouTube, but I'm not getting punched in the face for nothing. So I want to go and do a bit of sparring in the gym, and there's a certain person in this community that has an issue with me, so how about this, do something about it? I will lay you fucking out.
Coaching is a fantastic service. It's a golden opportunity to make and build sustainable.
But like I said, it's like
Evaluation. However, he's refusing to be transported to the hospital.
well, in all fairness, it's like, Fran, you're fucking a lot younger than me. I'm old enough to be your bleeding dad. You know, 52 this year, Erin Gabra. Bro, listen, there's a thing about Irishmen, right? Whether you're from Cabra, Ballyer, Tally, Clondalkin. I was raised by the streets, you know, and I got into some sticky situations, really fucking sticky situations. You know, and it's like I said, me, it's like I'm not a tough guy, a hard man or a fighting man, but believe me, if I need to fight, yeah, I'm not taking no chances. I'll keep my guard up, and see that hand, I'll hit you twice, or break it. Hey, I'll throw a left hand, and as soon as you go to throw that hand, you're gonna leave about that much of a gap for me, and I'm gonna come up through the middle and smash your guard with me gloves.
This is nuts.
So your mom dies.
Taste it. That's your blood. You know, but like I said, it's like, I seen a video this morning. I don't know whether it's an old video, but I've been part of this community for 8 years, okay? And about 4 years ago, 3 years ago, all this fighting bullshit, where you have content creators who are very good at YouTube, who are very good at giving it all that. But if the truth be told, here, show me your hands. I'll tell you whether you fucking had a bad paper round or not. You know, you can tell by a man's hands. You know, like, and the way I am, if I'm fighting with you, I'm gonna try hit you as hard as I can, right there. You know, and move, and hit you and move, and stick and move, and just me guard up like that, and I'll just go through your guard. You know what I mean? Just keep tapping like that. You understand? Just keep fucking provoking you, getting in your face, making you miss. You know, and if you miss, I'll fucking punish you. But like I said, fighting is for young men, and there's a lot of people on here that could make a few quid out of fighting. But if it is true that Donnie is fighting trolls, I'm going for Donnie. Yeah, well, I don't have any, so we won't be smoking that till later.
Since they can't enter the residence without James's permission, one of the
But if there is a thing that these two individuals fight, I reckon Donnie wins. You know, because, like I said, if you're good at YouTube, stick to it. You know, there's too many people on here like that. But when you get punched in the face in front of everybody, you're gonna fucking... the best nourishment when you're fighting somebody is to beat their ass in front of somebody. And once people see you beat other people's ass, they start saying, hang on a minute, see him? Here, he's not a tough man, a hard man, or a fighting man, but he can have a go. Okay. But yeah, if it is a thing, Donnie is fighting Paul Greeno, Donnie will punch the face on him. You know. And fighting trolls, it'd be about 2 stone heavier than Donnie, I reckon. You know what I mean? So he should be fighting someone his own weight and his own size. But the last time I seen this guy fight, it was embarrassing. Fucking embarrassing, mate. You know, 30 seconds into the fight, he was breathing like that. Donnie will beat his ass though. You know, decision Francie. You know, like, it's the fundamentals of boxing. Hit and not get hit. Your defense. You know, it's like
on the walker, on her lacerations to her legs, possibly her head.
But
Okay.
like I said, this guy,
I think our suspicions may have.
he's got no boxing ability whatsoever.
This does not look like a natural cut.
You know,
No,
Zero.
this is not.
you know,
I'm just gonna clear this real quick.
you know.
There's blood. This
Like, Donnie isn't a mushroom. Donnie can have a go.
right there.
You know, but I'm surprised he's having a go because he's got a head injury.
Shower over the
You know.
trauma. Yeah, this is not good.
But you never know. You know, but I wish the both of them look, you know, even though I'm not a big fan of one of them, it's like they have a fight and they shake hands. You know, I'll tell you what I think would be a perfect fight.
Probably her.
Now, boxing's meant to be a gentleman's sport, right? Now, I'm just giving my opinion, right?
Don't step on that.
I'd sooner see Liam LB fight, is his fighting prime? LB fighting prime. I'd like to see Liam fight Donnie. You know why? Because the two of them are around the same size. I know Kudu, I think, is fighting. But I'd like to, if I could, like I said, there's a few fights on YouTube I could pick. You know, if I was to choose a couple of people to watch fighting, I think it'd be a more entertaining fight. Donnie can box, Paul Greenough can't. Fact. He embarrassed himself on YouTube. Ballet dancer. Honestly. You know what? You look like a fucking ballet dancer, mate. And you done the funky chicken. You know, and he didn't even connect. He swung and missed you by inches. And the wind fucking nearly took it off your feet. But if he... You know, I'll get Donnie to come on the channel and talk about it. You know, I've had a bit of jibber jabber with this individual. He goes by the name of Fighting Trolls. Fighting Holes. Yeah, stick yourself in a fucking hole. You're useless at fighting. You know. It's not as if he's Irish, is it? You know. But, yeah, I'm rooting for Donnie. Shout out to Scotland. I hope Donnie wins, in all fairness. That's if they fight, you know. Oh, Francie Callan, what's that? Oh, thank you, mate.
The detective reads James's Miranda rights and he agrees to speak.
James, can you help me understand?
Oh, guys, give me a minute. There's a few mismatches on here. There's a few mismatches on here. It's like, you know, you get people who they're all clicked up on YouTube, little groups, you know what I mean? And it's like your mate can't fight for you. You know, you get in the ring, no one can fight for you. Everyone's going to be watching and you're going to be embarrassed. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Hello, Mr. Hoax. The way I see it is, it's like if Donnie fights Paul Fighting Trolls to you, he'll lose. Donny can box. This guy's a clown from Colwyn Bay. You can't fight. Know what you're good at. You're better off collecting scrap. You're good at that. You can't fight. Simple. You know, you can't just decide one day, oh, I think I can fight, so I'm gonna fight. You have to know that, here, even if there's two of them, listen, you ain't gonna knock me out in front of everybody. Fuck that. I'm gonna keep my distance, and I'll wait for you to overextend, and I will break your gums through your guard. You know, like silly little things. I'd throw a left hand and move that glove out of the way, and come up the middle. You know, but like I said, fighting's for young men. But there's a few people on here that have had a fight on here. I know Kudu fought Liam, fighting Prime, is it? Now that was a fair fight. You know, I think the two of them are fighting again, and I like both lads. I think Liam is a sound lad. He goes to the gym, he can box, and Kudu can box. So that wouldn't be a mismatch, because two men can fight. You know, and there's a lot of pressure on you. Like, can you remember the last time Fighting Trolls lost? When he was fighting? You know, and his sister is a gobby cunt. You know what I mean? She was giving her all of that, and then someone said, hey, your brother's just got bit. No, he didn't. Your brother can't fight to save his life. Correct and scrap. You know, that's the only scrap he's good at, is collecting it. You big swinger, you. How you run? Nah, like I said, look, it's like, I'm a boxing fan. I'm an enthusiast. You could call me an analyst. I love fighting. You know, I'm a fan. You know, I used to be a competitor. You know, and it's like, I'd be afraid I'd kick you in the head in the ring. Because if I lose my shit, mate, I don't care. You know, whether it's orthodox or southpaw, I can hit with both hands. You know, but I'll make you miss and I'll punish you for it. And you don't need to be tough-hearted to fight, man. You just have to have people that can vouch for it and say, listen, I've seen him fight and he can handle himself. Simple. You know, like, I don't take chances. You know, I'll take your head off. Ron, I thought me and you are friends. Hey, shout out to Delilah. What happens if I cut me hair? My name's not Samson, but I'm afraid. You know, my honour is not for ransom. But like I said, I'm a boxing fan, so I'd like to see Donny. Oh, your hair off your chest or your arse. Nah, all jokes, right? A few people on the community have fought each other, and I'd like to see Kudu fight Liam again. I think they're two good lads. You know, and they're both not afraid to have a go. You know, and you have to admire that. You know, because at the end of the day, if you get beat, everybody's gonna mock you on YouTube. You know, here, stay out of big boy's way. You know, because like here, once you get hit in that ring, there's no one's gonna save you. The only thing that'll save you is the referee or that bell. You know, I'd stand in front of you and I'd keep telling myself, you're gonna hurt my family. You're gonna hurt my family. You're gonna hurt my children. We'll see about that. You know, render me unconscious, or the same will happen to you. But fighting and boxing is for young men, and I'm a spectator. I love watching it, you know. And if you have a fight with somebody at the end, you shake each other's hands. You know, any man that gets in the ring, I respect that, even if you are a mushroom.
We can't just call and do that. We can't. No. You're gonna
Bro, that Russian is a big guy. I'll be honest with you. I think it's going to be a long night for Tyson. Because look, he's 6'9". You know what I mean? See his daddy stealing the limelight again. You know, see John Fury, man. Fight fucking Joe Egan. You know, shouting at Lennox Lewis, a multiple world champion. Tyson Starr's had about 16 fights and he lost about 10 of them. Probably drawn 3. He's fucking woeful at it. You know, just because you're a gypsy doesn't mean you're tough. Just because your son's a world champion, you know, multiple world champion, doesn't mean that you're any good. John Fury can give her all of that, but here, he can fight, but he fights dirty. He went and picked on the smallest man in Usyk's camp and headbutted him. He was warned before he went to Riyadh. Here, don't fucking embarrass me again. And what did he do yesterday?
Bro,
Yeah.
keep it down just a little bit, bro.
Who's... like I said, you know, that'd be...
This detail was apparently
I'd love to see
body.
I'd love to see it tear up. I used to be a big Tyson Fury fan, but he's a cheat. He's cheated in loads of his fights. You know, I don't like people that cheat, you know. Like, you're bringing your sport into disrepute. It's meant to be a fucking gentleman's sport, but, you know, I don't know too much about this Russian, but I tell you what, I wouldn't like to be hit by him. You know, and Tyson said it, you know, it's like, it's a dream job. Like, you punch people's faces in and get paid for it. You know, that's what you call work satisfaction. Like I said, it'll be a tear up. I want to see AJ versus Tyson Fury. I think if this fight is never made, it's going to be sad for boxing. You know, like, who does not want to see AJ fight Tyson Fury? You know, if you could see one boxing fight happening in boxing at the moment, what would it be? Who would it be? You know, we have Derek Chisora versus Deontay Wilder. I think that, no thanks, bro. That's this weekend. You know, that'd be a tear up, that, you know. Like that, look. Now, it's gonna be a tough fight, that. If now, I'll have a look first in a while. Potter versus Oyman. Well, Ron, like I said, it's like, on paper, you'd expect Tyson Fury to walk through this guy, but look at, it's heavyweight boxing. It's not as if they're fucking strawweights. They're heavyweights, you know. You know, like I said, like, they're heavy hitters, them. And we know Tyson Fury can have a go, but we seen him get dropped by Wilder and he got up. You know, I'll be honest, I think the referee was a bit biased in that fight. You know, Tyson Fury was getting lit up, you know, and the referee didn't stop it. If there had been another referee to stop on that fight, and Tyson would have losing 3 times. Middleweight a bit bigger. he can go in with most teeth. Well, bro, look, if you look at Usyk, right, he was cruiserweight champion twice, I think, yeah, and then moved up a weight and fought everybody and beat them all. He's the only heavyweight that's not being beat.
Less than satisfactory.
I don't think he's lost, has he?
James alone. While he's been unaware
Mark,
of his story that he
Usyk hasn't lost as a heavyweight, sure he hasn't.
falling,
Not lost.
also sharing alternate version of events.
It's unbeaten.
No, he's a
In the
great...
heavyweight division, he's unbeaten.
Yeah.
No, bro, no part. Alex, he's not gonna know. Check the record.
No, I think I have it. But my favourite fighter in the heavyweight division has to be Alexander Usyk. Canelo's smart because, look, you have to understand something. You have boxing agents, boxing promoters in the UK. You have Eddie Hearn, Frank Warren, Ben Shalom, okay? You have Bob Arum, Al Heyman, Dana White, you know, and he has them all here to make super fights. Now, that White House card is going to be fucking stacked. Like, if you could make a main event at the White House, who would it be? Because there's so many fighters that, you know, like these Arabs from Riyadh, Turkey Al Sheikh, and Prince Salim, what's his name? Prince Salim, fucking, I forget what his name is, but. So, as kids, Turkey Al Sheikh and Prince bin Salam, or whatever his name is, were friends. They went to school together, they went to university together, and this guy is a trillionaire. They have oil money, okay? So they can write, they can say, here, much do you want? You know, on the corner in the market, they've got Al Heyman and Bob Arum. You know, it's like, and they've got Dana White on side too, to make all these super fights. Like, Conor McGregor, even if he comes back, he's gonna lose.
What if we could create
You know.
a skincare routine?
Dustin Poirier must fucking haunt him.
Cabinets, minimal
Superman, Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, good team. Fuck yeah.
guessing if you're doing it.
But you can't forget the Michelin Man. You know, in case all else fails, we're gonna suffocate you with fucking marshmallows. That's how hard I am. I'm harder than a marshmallow. Soft. Like I said though, boxing, as far as I'm concerned, is for young men. You know, with something to prove to the world. You know, because you have little man syndrome. You know. I'm your coach, I'm going to look at your hands and you walk in that gym and I'm going to tell whether you've had a fight or two in your life. You know, I'd read you in 30 seconds because people have bad habits in boxing. They leave their guard down low, your chin's not tucked in there, you understand, your elbows cranked in here, you know. And see your gloves, you can deflect shots off your guard, right? You know what I mean? Let him just jab you. Do you understand? It's like keep a high guard, and when he throws a left hand, bang up through the middle. It's not too hard. I'll have a look at it in a few minutes, bro. I'm gonna end me live. I think I've done enough content today. You know, went over the Etihad, had a look around. Like you do, but if it is a thing, Donnie is fighting holds. I reckon Donny wins. Yeah?
Brother, if you don't mind, could you do a little favour for me?
What?
If you don't mind, could you go on the scooter and get some cigs between the...
Yeah.
If that's okay.
Yeah, I'll go in a few minutes, bro.
Yeah, just while I just give this a little fucking knock, because we've not got a book between us, bro.
Yeah, I'll go to the shop.
The only reason why I'm saying, bro, I'll never get on the
What's...
scooter.
What? Right, fuck it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna get on the scooter.
Dude, just go to Joe's there, 2 minutes it is, bro. Up the road, literally 2 minutes, Joe's up the road.
On the other side of the
On the
estate?
other side of the estate, yeah.
Alright, give me a second.
That'll take you literally, bro, 5 minutes there and back.
No, I'm gonna have to...
Got the tally.
What's that? Bro, you know what?
So I'm supposed to take 2 at night time.
Do you not take them? Can you give me a few to help me sleep? Nice one, brother. They'll help me sleep.
Bro, are you sure that's a good idea?
100%. The doctor won't give me them, so I'll fucking have them. Fuck it. Like, and I'll take one every night when I'm going to sleep, because I've up nerve pain then.
I know they don't work for me, bro.
It's like, you know what I mean, but they'll work for me. Like I said, bro, because I'm on all them antipsychotics, he won't give me a sleep, or he won't give me fuck all. But right, I'll fly down. I'll fly over to Joe's, yeah.
I'll take it, honest to God, give you 5 minutes if that.
Yeah, man.
And don't lose that.
No, Jesus.
No, you're...
Can I just scan it?
All you do...
Wait, let me put. I'm gonna. But anyway, listen, I'm going to go
out.
over.
Coke or anything?
No, I'm good, no.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't care.
Alex, do you want a can of Coke or anything?
No, bro, I made a promise, no Coke.
I'm just sure you're going to get yourself a bag of sweets or something.
Yeah, jellies.
Get a bag of jellies and get 2 cans of Coke, one for me and one for Al.
Okay.
Alex!
Jellies! You to me are everything, the sweetest song that I can sing, oh baby. Oh baby. 'Cause we are going out to Kent and I haven't even got one blonde, oh baby. Ah! Oh baby. Right.
No, what, bro? Should have fucking charged both of these. Do you know you don't charge the phone?
Yeah. Right, listen guys, I'm going out. All for coming in. If you're not sub to Francie Callahan 69, guys, he's 8 subs away from 50. That means another Irish channel. Yeah, that close away. So I'm gonna end this right. But if you're not sub to Fran's channel, can you do it? If you're not sub to the hairiest chest on YouTube, being Ron, can you go do it? If you're not sub to Mr. Sean. If you are not sub to Mr. Andrew Williams, if you're not sub to Mr. Hoax, if you're not sub to Matthew Roy, give me a second and it'll be alright. If you're not sub to Mr. Lindsay, go give him a sub. I like Lindsay, he's a good lad. If you're not sub to Donny Scotland, he's gonna fighting holes. But anyway, listen, I'm gonna end me live now and I'll be back in a little bit, right? So, like I said, I hope you all enjoy your day. I have to go to shop and I am away. One more thing, I am not a gay.